Hi everyone, Janie here. Thanks for stopping by today. I truly appreciate you all so much. Today I have a project that I really hope you like, and if you do, it would mean so much to me if you would give this a thumbs up and share it. And also, I hope you consider subscribing if you haven't already, and if you do, I hope you click on that little bell next to the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you all so much, and now let's get started. Well, I don't know about you, but I love interactive cards and pop-up cards, and today I'm going to share a pop-up card with you that I made, and I'm going to show you how I made it. So let's head on over to the craft table. I made this card as an anniversary card for our son and daughter-in-law, and this back layer and all of the die cuts were cut from Close to My Heart glitter paper, and I'll have a link to that below in the description box. And then this background paper that I used here with the flowers down at the bottom, that is from InLoveArts, and it is the 6-inch beautiful paper pack. And all of these die cuts here are also from InLoveArts, and it's from their Eiffel Tower die set, and it comes with the Eiffel Tower and the fireworks, not the little circles that are in the middle, I added those, but with the fireworks and ooh la la, and it also comes with a die for the word Paris. Okay, now let's open this up and see what's on the inside. I love it. That just pops right open. Check that out. Isn't that cool? I absolutely love it. These ATC cards were just some leftovers that I had, from a previous video I made quite a while back, but they were Paris themed and I thought they were absolutely perfect to put in here. And the paper that you see back here is from that same flower paper pack that I used on the front. And then I just die cut a couple of stitched rectangles here to put sentiment and, well, our special notes that we wrote there. But isn't that just awesome? Okay, so are you ready to learn how I made this? Let's get started. To make the pop-up mechanism for that card, I used the Creative 3D foldable die set from InLoveArts. I personally find it easier to use dies because they do all of the cutting and scoring and measuring for me. And I think it also makes it quicker, especially if you are going to be making several of these at one time or just plan on making that particular style card often. So for all of my viewers that don't have die cutting machines, I would like to apologize, but I am working on an idea for you all that I hope to share in the near future. Okay, we're going to start with this die right here, and as you can see, it does all of the cutting and scoring for you, and it cuts out this piece right here. Now, I have noticed that on camera, it is not really showing up the score lines very well, but I have something that's going to help you. In fact, you may want to pause and screenshot this for your own reference. So what I've done is I have gone over all of these lines. So all of the blue lines are mountain folds and all of the red lines are valley folds. And this is what it looks like right there. So I'll just hold that there for you for a second. Okay, and then you're going to do all of that folding. So this is what it's going to look like after you fold it. Okay, now I'm going to attempt to fold this one on camera for you. So wish me luck, even though you've already seen what it looks like folded. And let me get it all folded up here for you, because this is what it's going to look like folded. And it does fold that easily. But to be honest, I still need this for my own reference. So let me take a look here. And I'm going to fold this one a valley fold all the way, even though the middle one is a mountain fold, that will actually come together on its own And so these are mountain folds right down here, and we're going to fold that on each side, making that a mountain fold. So it folds like so, okay? And then we are going to go, the next ones here are valley folds. So we're going to fold it like that. These score lines are so helpful, and it just all comes together so nicely, at least if I could see what I was doing. Now that is the problem with me. You guys all know this, that, you know, with my eyes, I actually need to get up closer in order to get something folded correctly. But there we go. So I told you that that one would pop up on its own as a mountain fold, even though we had folded the whole thing as a valley fold. So this next one up here is a valley fold. So we're going to fold that right in. And I'm going to come over here to this side, and we've got a mountain fold and a valley fold again together. And I'm just going to fold that as a valley fold because this one is going to change on its own. So these are valley folds right down here. Bring that in and fold it like so. And there we go. That became a mountain fold, just like I promised. And so now the next thing is this piece right here, and I'm actually going to show you all of that on this piece. But this little flap right there that we folded in actually gets folded underneath, just like that. Okay, so now we've got it all folded the way it's supposed to be. I'm going to set that aside. I am going to set this aside, and I'm bringing this in. So this is that little flap I told you about, and I wrote the word glue on that so that we would know that that gets glued underneath. You can use any glue you want, including double-sided tape. And so I prefer using my Beacon. I just think that it holds much better in the end than, you know, double-sided tape or anything. So I'm going to take that, and I'm putting it right under there, gluing that down. Now, while that is setting, let's take another look. Hold on one second here. Let's take another look at this. So we now have that glued in, okay? But now we're going to flip it over this direction, and here I've written top, and there I've written bottom. So see if I could lay that down on here so you can get a good look at the shape, because this is the direction you're going to want this going when it goes, well, actually that direction. Yeah, this is the direction you're going to want it going when it goes into your card. So bottom and top, just like that. And on each side there's like a diamond shape, and that's where you're going to be putting glue to put it in your card, but we're not going there yet. I'm also going to show you where else you're going to be putting glue, but not right now. You're going to be putting glue on the inside of these little arms. I'm going to call them arms or legs, but we're going to get there in a minute. I just want you to know that I have this showing you everything. Okay, so we've got that done, and now I'm going to turn it over. Let me bring this back in so that you can see, if I can hold them both, so you can see that they're facing the right way. Okay, now let me move these out of the way for a second. So you can see each step, I'm going to make each piece a different color. So this is a regular A2 size card. It is 4.5 by 5.5. And we are going to open that up and sit it there for a second. And now we are bringing in this piece. And to make sure that I do have it going the right direction, again, I'm going to lay it out and compare it. And it is going the right direction, top and bottom, so that's top and bottom. And see if I can get it up here close enough, but there is score lines. There's a score line right here, so you can actually see this diamond shape. And so it's time for me to take that glue, and I'm just going to put it inside that diamond shape. You don't have to go all the way to the edges. And I'm going to just sit it right in the card, just like that. Okay? And I like to sit it right about the center. I just eyeball it. I don't really think it has to be exact. And I'm going to fold that down over it. Now we've only done one side, so I'm going to flip this over, and in that same diamond I am going to add some more glue. Okay, and going to close it, and we are going to let that dry for a minute. And while that's drying, I'm going to put my glue back here, and we're going to be using this piece, which again has the score lines you're going to need, and it cuts out the center piece. I really wish the score lines would show up on here, because they are there. They are beautifully there, and you can tell because it just folded so easily. So this creates the pop-up part. Okay, so now we are ready to put that in. Okay, now you remember I told you about these inner parts right here? We are going to be adding glue to those. So let me grab my Beacon 3-in-1, and again, you can always use double-sided tape if you want, but we are just going to take our glue and add it right here to the inside of both of these, just like that. And then we're taking our little, I'm going to call it our little booklet or our other little card, and we are going to stick that right in the center of that. Get it lined up, and we're going to close this again, and we're going to let that dry. Okay, let's open it up, and there you go. It just pops right up like that. And before you add this mechanism, you do need to add any background papers that you're going to be adding. You need to do those first and then add the mechanism. And I really hope that I made this easy for you to follow, because that die set does not come with any instructions at all. So that is actually the main reason I made this video, is I wanted you to see how to use that die set should you decide to get it. So if you ever have any questions, ask me, but watch the video carefully before you ask me questions, because I think I covered everything in this. Thank you all so much for stopping by today, and there are links below in the description box to everything that I used to make this, including a discount code to InLoveArts. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye. If you like this video, I hope you give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, I hope you consider that too. And if you do, be sure to click the little bell next to the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos or giveaways. And I hope you stop by Crafters Castle on Facebook and also Crafters Castle Challenge blog to enter your creations.